CSIAP Northern Province project is aimed to develop agriculture sector and irrigation sector in identified areas of Mullaitivu and Kilinochchi districts. Accordingly, we have identified hotspot area. There are 7 ASC divisions we are covering in both districts. We are training the farmers, we are giving the inputs and other required materials for them to become resilient farmers for climate change, and we are training them to face any severe climate change situations, extreme situations in this district. Here, rather than flooding, drought is the most extreme situation farmers face.
Cultivation of OFCs are promoted during interseason using residual moisture to achieve crop diversification, and seeds were distributed among farmers on time. Water is scanty in the hotspot areas and the available water should be used sparingly. IPM is an important tool in CSA to minimize the impact of the adverse effect of harmful agrochemicals. Established 3,000 and 5,000 home gardens in Kilinochchi and Mullaitivu districts respectively. 30 tons of groundnut seeds and 67 tons of black gram seeds were produced. 7 demonstrations on paddy parachute broadcasting, transplanting, row seeding using a drum seeder and broadcasting of seeds were established to show the advantages of different planting methods over the traditional broadcasting method. There are 869 farmers producing compost at individual. A 12.5 kilometer length of agri roads were renovated in Kilinochchi district. 23 agro wells are renovated already to ensure irrigation for especially upland crops for year-round cultivation. 7 ASCs were modernized for providing efficient services to farmers. Market linkages with reputed companies like CBL and Cargill's were established to make sure the farmers get reasonable price for their produce. 260 tarpaulins were distributed among 50 producer societies for farmers to dry their grains properly. Trainings were provided to young entrepreneur farmers on value addition, post-harvest technology and marketing to build up their knowledge. There were 50 producers' societies formed for supporting the crop production program implemented by CSIAP, and 47 were registered under Department of Agrarian Development. Total members of producer societies are 7,001. Nine producer associations were formed for developing the marketing linkages. Amongst others, it is also expected to promote and facilitate processing and value addition. 70 numbers of social auditing committees were formed to monitor the rehabilitation of tanks, roads, and agro wells. Social auditing committee is a participatory monitoring exercise used to systematically assess the progress of the CSIAP activities. Their capacity to serve as members of SAC is increased through capacity building programs and frequent refresher trainings. The Water for Agriculture aims to stock sufficient water for agriculture production and manage the water use efficiently. There were 161 tanks initially identified for rehabilitation under Polonnaruwa and Ampara river basin. However, due to various institutional issues, only 125 schemes were estimated and submitted for approval. But approval was granted for 88 schemes, including 4 medium schemes. Out of 88 schemes, 83 schemes are under construction or in procurement stage. We had requested approval for 8 schemes for 4 medium tanks. However, we have got approval for only 4 schemes. But the renovation works for these 4 schemes also curtailed due to lack of funds. The construction of barrage and development of other irrigation infrastructure will result in recommencing cultivation activities in abandoned lands, increase in production of paddy, significant improvements to groundwater aquifer, and contributes to enhanced livestock development. After several rounds of discussion, it was decided to conduct an environmental impact assessment before embarking on Batticaloa barrage construction. Community consultations were carried out to bring their perceptions on the proposed project activities, giving special priority on their needs, willingness, cooperations towards the endurance and affordability of social capital. Enthusiasts of service given to identify social sensitive places to minimize the negative impact of project activities. The experiences and knowledge of the senior citizens of the project area also covered to mitigate any social impact may crop up. Layman farmers are the members of the social audit committees are taught on their duties as SAC members to carry out their identified duties efficiently. Wild animals make havoc among farming communities. Elephants are major to the farming. The reported grievances are resolved through redress mechanisms. Ways and means for empowering women groups and enhancing their involvement in development activities and their importance of society development were elucidated through consultation, training and awareness for women's and fit families.
வைத்தியநாதன் நவலேஸ்வரன் CSIAP இதால சிறு தோட்டங்கள் அந்த தானியங்களை வச்சு சிறு தோட்டங்கள் செய்து கொண்டிருக்கிறேன்.
The existing ecosystem proposed worksite service natural habitat different kindly birds and animals in the nature. In order to minimize the damages to the nature, environmental safeguard team explore that area to find a way admire. The environmental social management plan is detailed to social audit committee members and contractors. They are also taught to maintain require field records. The concerned personnel to the project is made aware on executing safeguard guidelines. Any development program to harm to the nature, we are highly concerned climate change. One of our programs to mitigate this problem is reforestation, to which we intend to minimize the greenhouse effect.